Good afternoon. If you came here to listen to a lecture or a sermon, you came to the wrong place. If you came here to listen to words of wisdom, you came to the wrong place. If you came here to listen to total ignorance, then you came to the right place. For what I have to share with you is total ignorance, not wisdom. Wisdom presupposes that there is something to learn, there is something to understand, there is something to attain. Ignorance is, you know nothing. We are here to know nothing, not to know something. Anybody can know something. We're all filled with somethings. We're filled with preconceived ideas, with dogmas, all kinds of garbage since we were children. We do not want to add anything onto this. It will just make us greater idiots. We want to unlearn. To empty the garbage pail, so to speak, of all our beliefs, all of our concepts, all these things that tell you you are a human being and that you have a goal to achieve. All of these things must go. What will remain? Pure consciousness, the self, pure awareness, boundless space. The ultimate reality, which really has no name. Again, these are just words. Many of you have been listening to words since you were children. Words from politicians, from teachers, from priests, from rabbis. What has it done for you? Where are you now? Perhaps it has built up your ego, made you feel important. You have a good position in life. Fighting for your rights, fighting for survival, trying to make it in this world. To what avail? Where will it all lead you? Before you know it, you will be 6 feet under. Then who cares? The whole idea of spiritual life is to awaken now to your own reality. Not wait until you die and go to heaven, or to try to find some secret works that will make you feel better. Now is the only time. There is no other time. Only this moment. You're either there or you're not. If you're not, you're nowhere. And if you're there, you're nowhere. You're always nowhere because there is nowhere to go. You're looking to go somewhere. This is what brings misery and unhappiness. When you're looking to become something, to be somebody, but if you're nobody, nowhere, then you are the eternal mystery itself. As we begin to discover Advaita Vedanta, spiritual life, non-duality, we begin to learn that we have to identify with the source and disown the world. This is sort of a mistake. This is erroneous. This is not really true. Many people involved in non-duality principles, non-duality teachings, believe they have to not react to the world. The world is Maya. The world is an illusion, and identify with the source, with consciousness. Yet the reality is, who is identifying with the source. In truth, we do not identify with anything. We do not identify or react to this world, yet we do not identify with the source, or with consciousness, or with God, or with anything else. For you're using the same mind to do both. Don't you see? The whole idea of a truth teaching like this is to transcend the mind totally and completely. For when the mind is transcended, real unalloyed happiness will be yours. Peace that you never dreamed of. Bliss and joy that you never knew existed. These are yours when there is no identification. When you try to identify with the source of life, what you may call God or the absolute reality, you're making a grave mistake. For again, it is the mind that is doing all of this. The mind says, I'm going to identify with God. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to do yoga, or I'm going to do pranayama. I'm going to do mantras. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I'm going to practice Kundalini. Who does all this? Where does it come from? It's all from the mind. So why not go for the gusto in the beginning? Why not get rid of the mind? Forget about everything else. All these practices are really to no avail. You and I know people who have been meditating for 30, 40 years, practicing tantric yoga, practicing Kundalini, practicing all kinds of things, and they're still all screwed up. They're searching and searching and searching, becoming efficient in their practices. To what avail? The whole idea is to remove all of these things from the mind, to cause the mind to become still and empty. Then everything takes care of itself. So the teaching is to become still, not to think about God. What do you know about God? Only what people have told you. Have you had an experience of your own? If you had an experience of your own, you would realize that there is no God. It's a concept. To whom do you pray? Those of you who pray. Where's this God that you're praying to? Up in the sky? Where does this God live? Rather, what you should be doing is asking yourself, who am I? Where did I come from? What you should really think is, where did I come from? You're not speaking of yourself. You're speaking of I. Where did I come from? The I thought. Where did the I thought come from? That is what you should work with. This is what you should do. Everything in this world is attached to the I thought. I am something, I am nothing. I am good, I am bad. I'm happy, I'm sad. It is all the I thought. If you remove the I thought, what will be left? Reality. So your job is to remove the I thought. You do this by becoming still, absolutely still, quiet, You stop arguing. You stop trying to prove points. You stop trying to get anywhere. For there is nowhere to get. There is nothing to prove. There is nothing to achieve. You are already that. You've always been that. You are nothing else but that. But when the I comes into play, it makes you believe you're something else. It makes you believe you're important. You're somebody special. When in truth you're really dust in the wind, here today and gone tomorrow. We stick up for our rights, doing all these silly things. For what avail? Where does it lead us? Where does it get us? True spiritual life begins with you, not with anything else outside of you, but with you. It's all within you. The only thing you know for sure is you exist. You know that you exist. There is no doubt about this. Everything you're not sure about. So you start with yourself. You inquire within yourself, who am I? Again, you're asking, where did the I come from? This is what who am I means. What is the source of the I? From where did it arrive? As you inquire this way, a profound peace comes over you, and you go deeper and deeper within the self, until reality appears. You become happy, you become peaceful, you become still. Things no longer disturb you. When thoughts come up, you inquire, to who do they come? As I'm speaking to some of you, thoughts are coming to your mind. You're thinking of certain things. This is the only problem you've got. You're thinking. You're allowing your mind that has been conditioned for so many years to tell you what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. You're allowing your mind to think. Whether you like it or not, your mind is in control. All of your beliefs shape your universe, the way it appears to you today. The universe in which you live has no existence of its own. It doesn't exist by itself. You give it existence. It is you that has created this whole universe. It has come out of your concepts, your beliefs, your ideas, and now you're living in a universe of your own creation. You have done this to yourself. If you do not like what you see, do not try to change things externally. You cannot do this. If you try to change things externally, you will only suffer in the end, for the external world is a creation of you. The world is a replica of yourself. The world is always in a state of flux, always changing. It changes into your beliefs. The world keeps changing into what you think it is. You are a very creative individual. Look what you've accomplished. Man's inhumanity to man, wars, nonsense going on in this world, and also beautiful things. Beautiful trees, mountains, rivers, lakes, oceans. But never forget You have created all this. It comes out of you. Where else would it come from? Do you think there is some deity up in the sky that has created all this for you? Some sort of God that made all of this? Where does this God come from except your own mind? Awaken and be free. This world is the same as a dream. It's no different. If you think it's impossible to be a dream, you take your dreams for granted. But think what's happening when you go to sleep and you dream at night. You live in this world while you're dreaming of someplace else. And in that dream, you're having all kinds of experiences, good and bad. You can have a dream that you're a little girl. You grow up and get married. You have children. Your parents get old. They die. There is a war. There is a famine. There is a hurricane. All sorts of things happen in your dream. Yet if I came into your dream and told you you were dreaming, you would tell me I'm crazy. You wouldn't believe me. If I told you not to react to this world, not to react to conditions, not to react to person, place, or thing in the dream, you would not listen to me. You would even pinch me and say, "See, Robert, you said ow when I pinched you, so how can this be a dream?" Yet you don't realize it's a dream pinch. It's all coming out of this dream. No matter how horrible the dream is, you'll wake up and it's gone, and you're at peace. And so it is with this world. This world is your dream. It may appear real. Everything appears real. So does the dream when you're dreaming. Doesn't that appear real? You never knew you were dreaming until you wake up. And so, as we practice self-inquiry, as we learn to be still, one day we will awaken. And we will find that we are eternal bliss, eternal peace, eternal happiness. It's all been a dream. Yet you have to come to this conclusion yourself. Why should you believe what I'm saying? You shouldn't believe a word I'm saying. Why should you accept what I'm telling you? You shouldn't. You have to find out for yourself. You've got to prove it to yourself. And you can only do this by awakening. Not tomorrow, not next week, but right this moment, to awaken. And you awaken by not identifying with anything, not with the world, not with a God, not with the self. You awaken by becoming totally still and quiet in the mind. And as you become still, the mind becomes weaker and weaker and weaker until it's totally transcended, and then you are home free. You should start practicing in the morning when you get out of bed. The morning is the best time to start. As soon as you awaken, become aware of yourself. Become aware of your environment. and question yourself. Who sees this? Who feels this? I do. This is a clue. Remember, every time you say, I, you're not referring to yourself. I is separate from you. I is a troublemaker. It is I that makes you do the things that you do. Therefore, when you say, I do, don't believe that this I is you. Yet you do not know where the I came from, so you inquire again, then who am I? Who is this I that thinks these thoughts? Sees this world as objects? Where did this I come from? And you keep still. You never answer that question, due to the fact if you answer the question, it is the mind that's answering. The same mind that asks the question is the same mind that answers the question. So it doesn't do you any good to answer the question. The answer will be full of concepts, preconceived ideas. So you become still and wait. Soon other thoughts will come to you. Thoughts that you're hungry. You have to get dressed. You have to hurry. You have to do this. You have to do that. Again you inquire, to whom do these thoughts come? They come to me. Again, I think them. You're always getting back to that I. Then you realize that the I is not you, and you then inquire, where did it come from? I say I all day long. Where did this I come from? What's its source? Remember, you're not identifying with the source of I. You're not identifying with anything. You're simply inquiring, where did the I come from? And you begin to trace the I back to the heart, the spiritual heart on the right side of the chest, about 2 to 3 digits to the center. You trace the I back to the heart center. As you do this, you will find that you're becoming happier and happier again, more peaceful and more relaxed. You're taking control of your life. Everything becomes better and you feel wonderful just by practicing this type of teaching. It's up to you. You can walk out of here this morning and say, that was an interesting lesson, interesting teaching. Or you can say, that teaching is a bunch of crap, nonsense. Yet whatever you say, you still have to live with yourself. You still have to confront yourself. You're not getting away from the fact that you're getting older and older. You don't know when you're going to drop your body tomorrow, next week. You may have a heart attack. Anything may happen to you. So to pursue the material world is ignorance. This doesn't mean that you should live in a cave, give up your family or your friends, and go to the jungle or someplace in India. On the contrary, everything I'm referring to is done mentally. It is all accomplished mentally. What you call your body will take care of itself. It knows what to do and how to do it. As a matter of fact, if you get yourself out of the way, the body will achieve much more freedom, much more happiness than you can ever have while you're thinking. Do not concern yourself with the body. Leave the body alone. It's hard to understand how you can leave the body alone and it will take care of itself. All these years you think you've been taking care of it. But look at nature. Look at the leaves on the tree, grass, the food that grows. There is a power that takes care of everything in this universe. The same power that takes care of everything takes care of what you call your body. It will lead you to the right path. It will guide you to the right place you're supposed to be. It takes care of you. But this only happens when you surrender your body, your ego, everything to the self. The way you surrender is by not reacting to life, not reacting to person, place, or thing. When you stop reacting, that is surrender. And the power that knows the way will take care of your body. But you are not your body. You have absolutely nothing to do with your body. You are that consciousness, that joy, that happiness, that peace, that bliss. This is your real nature. You are Sat Chit Ananda, Brahman, the absolute reality. This is you. You have never been a frail human being. Awaken to your true self. Come on, awaken to your true self right now. Remove the concept that you've got problems and there is something wrong someplace. You live in a universe of joy, all-pervading joy, and you are that. So all is well, and everything is unfolding as it should. There are no mistakes. You are not a sinner. Know this truth. Awaken to this truth. Be yourself. Rejoice. You are free. Peace.